So what do you think about the vote?
It was a vote with a lot of surprises, very nice surprises for me. First of all, there are 175 votes for the motion out of 553. This means that the percentage is much better than I expected, because I estimated that I will get something like 180, 230 votes out of 720. And this number, the number of the participants, is a surprise in itself, because it's not about people blocked or something impossible situation. It was about people present here, but not participating to the vote on purpose. And especially a special situation, it's the delegation of Italians, our colleagues, friends from ECR, from Fratelli d'Italia. They decided not to participate to the vote, not at all. And this is on purpose. This means that their decision made public on Monday not to vote for the motion, but vote for Ursula, has been changed, dramatically changed, because I suppose the voters in Italy were very mad about this, because, you know, the political platform of Fratelli d'Italia was something against Ursula, and you cannot, during the night, be transformed into an ally of Ursula. And the biggest surprise of all, it's the number of votes for Ursula, 360. This means 10 votes less than the votes for the second mandate of Madame von der Leyen, because she got 370 last year, and now is just 260, meaning 50% of the votes of the entire number of MEPs. And that's very interesting, because I don't know if you've seen what happened into the hemicycle. Hemicycle practically empty. Actually not empty, but with a lot of seats non-occupied. It's a very bad kind of image, and Madame Metsola was somehow amazed. She tried to postpone the vote. She cannot do this because it's an electronic vote, in order to be able to wait for another, I don't know, 10, 15 people to come. They didn't come on purpose. This is very interesting. And what about the applauses? Did you see applauses?
Yeah.
10, 15 people applauded. You know, Madame von der Leyen used to be applauded by acclamation. A lot of people saying hooray, hooray. No, everybody say, okay, let's...
it was quiet.
Very quiet, very quiet. So people are not very happy voting for her again. Of course, the EPP didn't want to vote for this motion, because they said it's a far-right motion, etc., etc. Also Renew, but they are not very happy about Madame von der Leyen, because what she did is she made 2 months ago a promise to them, to the EPP, something like this: I will withdraw practically entirely the Green Deal regulation. And she did very little for this. And also, I will get from the social European funds money to reallocate this money to weapon, to rearm Europe. And now, to get votes from the socialists, she made another kind of promise: I will give this money back to the social European funds. Promise here, promise here. You know, those two promises are contrary, so it cannot be negotiated. So next week we will have a very nice surprise, finding that von der Leyen couldn't keep her promises to socialists, because EPP and Renew are much more stronger. They are sponsored by the industry, and especially by the military industry, so they will prevail. And you know what I'm gonna do next week? I will buy some popcorn, because this will be a very nice show to watch.
We have a last question about that we ask to every MEP from every politics side. So, since a lot of time there is problem about transparency and accusation of do not wanting justice, free justice from Ursula von der Leyen. So when people speak about European values, is that what they call European values? Lack of transparency and lack of justice?
Lack of transparency, lack of justice, unfreedom of speech, and also lack of accountability. Because, you know, it's not only about Pfizer-gate, which is the most obvious of all. She didn't give any answer to my accusation, but it's also about accountability. When you speak about hundreds of billions of euros spent from the public money, from our pocket, your pocket, my pocket, you have to be responsible, not only transparent. You have to tell to the people what you did with those billions and billions of euros. She gave no answer whatsoever to nobody, and I don't think that this is European value. I don't think that speaking about the so-called climate change and the need to fight against climate change cover all the other problems, including the problems of poverty, because, you know, we have an increasing level of poverty here in Europe, which is very strange for an European like me. What Ursula is doing about this, changing the destination of hundreds of billion euros from the fight against poverty and reallocated this money to weaponry without asking the parliament. Because this is also another accusation of mine. When you give to the people this so-called solution, you said that you will use this money from an emergency kind of funds in order to skip and to avoid the parliament. And we cannot accept this because otherwise there will be no democracy, there will be no separation and distribution of power. And what happened after Pfizergate? There is a decision of justice, and no execution from the Commission and from the von der Leyen. What do you think about this? If justice, if a judge will say, look, you have to pay this fine, otherwise you will go to jail. Can you afford to not pay this fine? Can you afford to not execute this decision? No, you cannot. Why should Ursula von der Leyen be in another situation? Because, you know, she's not an emperor, she's not a feudal senior, she's not a privileged people. It's like us, it's temporary. All of us are politicians and we are temporary here. And we are regular people like you. So we have the same responsibility, the same accountability, and also we have the same chances and destiny.
But she's not an emperor, but you say she has like it.
Yeah. She likes to be an emperor. Acclamated. Hooray for our emperor. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.